Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play Factorio. So I did some calculations in the off between, and if we wanted to make speed modules 3s at 1 per second, we would need 1,080 green circuits per second just to feed that, which is 432 assemblers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4 is 16 32 assemblers, because they're sets of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is 8 times 4 is 32 assemblers. I need 432 assemblers to keep up. I don't think we can do it. And actually, we're not powering the top 8, so I really only have 24. And there's still not enough copper to keep up. The proper ratio is 35, would be a fully compressed belt, but obviously it's compressing sooner than that. So I don't know if that's because of the inserter stack size bonus or what, but it makes me want to remove these last ones that aren't working and create another stack, because we could support it. So I don't know how we do that. Well, as I say that, and this one's about to die, because this one doesn't have things in it. Because he's going to copper 1. It's the last one that's doing the copper 1 run. That's why. Oh, God. Not again. Because my robots added stupid inserter signals. I'll bet anything that's the problem. Yeah, that doesn't work because some of those are one way and some of them are the other. Okay. Where are you trying to go? You're trying to go through. You're trying to go in. You're trying to go around. All right, you're the loser. So you get out of the way. Why can't you get out of the way? This should be unblocked now. That's properly waiting. No, don't add things. Stop it. Stop. No. Oh, you're trying to leave. Okay, so that's, they're not coming in. You're trying to get in, but you can't because you're stuck in there, which is causing the problem with this. There should be no... Yeah, those should not exist on this track. That's the problem. These should all be regular. And the people that are... It should be only... Okay, so that gets them out of the way. That should clear the whole thing up for now. And I'll fix the rest of the things. These lines shouldn't have... chain signals. It should only be these cross sections that have the chain signals. Let's go down this side, make sure there's no chain signals here. Then the middle section should be chain signals. Well, that's the tail end, actually, so that shouldn't be a chain signal because it's the end. Oh, God. These should be chains, so that way it doesn't enter where it shouldn't. Basically, we're giving priority to the main line, which is what should have been done. There's an extra set of signals here. Alright. Should do. Alright. We should give priority back to these guys as well. Which it mostly was, which is probably why this was mostly working. And why the other one was not. Okay, that should help. And then obviously this copper mine is dying. That's why we have the issues, because it just takes so long for this to load. And that's just what it's going to be for a little bit. So one of our copper inputs is just going to be slightly underwhelming. And unfortunately, we'll just have to leave it there. We need more green circuits. I mean, we just plain out need more green circuits, which means we need more copper going that way, which means we really should have 3 going to there and 1 going to the main line. Ugh. So let's do that. Get rid of you. We're just going to shut down the whole works here for a second. Okay, so I've got 4 created here. I need 1 is going to go and become the main line. But I need a 3 to 2 balancer first. Actually, I could just do a 3 to 4 lane balancer. I need to do this. Here. Okay. So that balancer gives me this lane. It gives me this lane. And then this splits into 2 right here. Yep. Don't do that anymore. It gives me this lane. And that lane. Then this 4th lane is going to do this. Oh my god, running through this is insane. Gives me that, and then it gives me that. Now this will eventually fill up, so I'm not really worried about that. But now we have throughput. I think we can actually activate the rest of this line now. This might be what we've needed the whole time. Like I said, this will work itself out. We don't need as much copper going down the rest of the way. And honestly, we could break this off afterwards, but since it's going to sit full most of the time because we don't need a lot of sulfuric acid or batteries, it'll be okay. Alright, I feel okay about this. Obviously, this will work best with 4 full lines. And we may need to do 5. We may need to make this a 5 to 4 balancer. You know, I mean, that's possible. And what we might end up having to do, actually, is bring these north, do our conversion here, and bring the 4 lanes back down south into this. Or 5, or however many we end up doing. I kind of want to create a 5th train. And now all of a sudden we have a full we have full belts on our green circuit production. I don't know if this is sustainable, but it's working right now. Do these all need to be fast inserters? Is that why they can't access that gap? Why are you not putting that into this gap? There's gaps here. Like, throw them down, buddy. I don't know. But we're finally sustaining this, so I feel kind of good about that. And then obviously if these ever fill, then the main bus will get more attention. But there's not a lot. We're going to advanced circuits here for science. Copper splits off down here for some power, and then the main thing, it splits up for some science there, some ammunition here. Yeah, I mean this is mostly this is the meat and potatoes. Yeah, we're actually starting to make a decent amount of these finally. If I wanted 40 though, if I wanted to fill this line, if I wanted 40 a second, this is 2, 2.25 or 2. What's the speed on this? 1.25. Okay, so our speed here, you would need 6 of these per second, but it's actually 1.25. So 6 divided by 1.25 is 2. No, I went the wrong way with that. Is 5? You actually need 5 of these. So, we have extras then. But you would need 5 to make 1, and you need 40. You would need 200 to completely fill a belt. So that's never gonna happen. But at least we're getting farther now with the green circuits. So we're happy about that. Okay, now let's blow it all to hell. So this gives me basically 1 per second, and I want 4 per second to get a level 2. Do we want to go insane and load this bad boy up? Because if we want a per second rate of we don't need per second of the speed module 3s. We need a bunch of them, but we need a bunch of them once. So we could sort of wait for a while on these things, but not totally. Let's go. We're gonna make 30 of these. So every 2 seconds we're gonna make one. Let's say every 5 seconds we're gonna make 12. We're gonna make 12 speed module 3s. So to make 12 speed module 3s, I'm dividing that by 5 essentially. So I need 1 advanced circuit a second and 1 processing unit a second to sustain this. Plus 1 speed module 2 per second to sustain this. And then let's just leave enough space. Let's not go here. Let's leave enough space that we could go nuts. And I mean nuts. So this is going to be the row. That's going to be for speed module 2s and speed module 3s. All right, so I'm making 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wrong. So we would need to go down. That's going to run into it. Okay. I don't want to have to worry about moving power. So we just move it by 1. So we would multiply this by 5 if we really wanted to get to it. So we would bring 60. That would just go down through there and a little bit up and whatever. That would be where it is. So what the hell is using all these things up here? Oh, yeah, because we're making processor units. We did finally limit this chest, right? Wherever the hell they are. Okay, we did. To a ridiculous amount, but we did limit them, which is kind of important. Yeah, we're making just a ton of speed module 1s. That's the problem. That's what's slowing down our science production, too. Okay, yeah. That's fine. But that would explain why we're using so many advanced circuits over there. It is what it is. We can't really change it much. So, we need 1 per second on these, which means I need 30. But I don't need 30 because I actually need less than this because it's 1.25. So, I needed... let's go to the calculator. Why can't I do math today? I need a per second rate. I'm doing 12. So it was 60 divided by 1.25 would mean I normally would need 48 So 48 divided by 5 means I need 9.6. So I need 10 of these to get what I need to do. All right. So then that gets me that. So then I want, so that if I have 9.6 factories that all need one speed module, I think you have to do the math and then factory later. So I still need 1 per second. So it's 30 divided by 1 point, no, not 11. Divided by 1.25 is 24. So I need 24 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I don't want to move these. I think I have to. What are these for? These are for the satellite, right? Yeah, I should move these. I don't like that. Alright. So since this is for the satellite, we don't have anything over here anymore. Alright, so that gives me that. Oh man, really? Oh man, really? I assume we're just going to do one stack here. Take care of that. Oh, come on. Autosave, how dare you help me? Minor productivity is done. We're not going to worry about science for a while, because it's going to be a while. We already know this. It was 2 stacks. Fine. I actually kind of want some of these, so you can have that many of them. Okay, so that's that. I had speed modules in all these, right? Yeah. Where'd all the other speed modules go? Because I had like hundreds of them. Oh, I put them all in the box. Okay, we're fine. Everything's good. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. There we go. Now, in order to get the per second rate of this, that means every second I also need 4 speed modules. So I need to multiply that by 4. So I need 60 of these, but not 60 because they're 1.25. So I actually need 50. But I'm going to do the math anyway because it makes me feel better. I need 48 because I don't know how to do math. So I need 48 of them. I have 20. So I need to double that and some in order to properly meet our requirements for what we're doing. Because we're insane. So we could, you know, modify this slightly. Oh, that's unfortunate. Because that's where the grid would go, so I want to move those again. Which is fine. Actually, they could stay here. Alright. So that's that. Or do we want to do one box? Yes, I'd rather do that. You need 3 ingredients though. Okay. So we'll do requester belts or chests, but then we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Just because make life easier for me. I want 150 of these just sitting around. Ah, that's so expensive. I want 50 of these sitting around. We're just gonna have to check it a lot. Okay. 50? No. 5, maybe, because this process takes 60 seconds, and I need 5 of them every 60 seconds. So yeah, 2.5 for each is fine. It's the same thing. We don't need 50 lying around. We need 5. 5 of each. And we're doing that specifically because there's too many of those damn things. Oh, thank you for going to put them over there. Gosh darn. Oh, whatever. Alright, we're going to do the same thing here. This whole setup is incredibly resource intensive. Apparently we don't have... Bollocks. I just set these up backwards. This is laziness there. Right there. Don't do that. Now it's actually taking more work. Problem is I can't use robots to overlay. I can only use robots to make new ones. Okay. Alright, that's good. Okay, so what supplies do you need? It takes you 30 seconds. And there's 2 of you, so every 30 seconds you need 5, so you need 2.5, so it's 5. 5 for that, 2 for the speed modules. Okay, so speed module 1s, you need 2 of these. Processing or advanced circuits, you need 5 of these. Processing units, you need 5 of these. That's all you need for 30 seconds worth of stuff. Now, surprisingly, red circuits aren't in the network anywhere. It's really surprising, actually. I would explain why I'm not getting any. Fine. probably should be farther down the line. Okay, let me get a bunch so that way it doesn't try and deliver any to me. Yeah, it should be farther down the line. Are we back to having green circuit issues? Yep. Here I thought I fixed this. This is a long episode, obviously. What's the problem? The copper is finally getting all the way. It does get all the way up, which is good. It's still doing that, so we're still getting circuits from at every level. It's just not as saturated as it was, so that's part of the problem. And we're doing more with it. We're using them again, and we weren't using them. So we still need, I mean, we need way more green circuits, obviously. We're not making anywhere near enough. But it's a start, right? We know this isn't going to be fast. It's just a start. We are starting to get some circuit 2s, though, which means we are starting to, or some 2s, so we will get circuiting some 3s. But these just have... They just don't have enough being delivered. Oh, one of them's working, though. That's solid. It's getting up to speed 3s. That's good. We may need to just put a bunch of speed inserters in these. We don't have enough circuits. Put the speed inserters there, then we don't have enough copper. I don't know. We'll figure it out next time. We are way over time on this one, and it's time for me to go eat dinner, so we're going to call this a day right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, click the like button. Subscribe to the channel to stay updated to everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.